Hi, my name is Maddie Bridget and welcome to the very first VODcast for the MiShorts beta test. I will be hosting the series, so you'll be seeing a lot more of me in the future. We will be producing 2 VODcasts every month and they will be around 10 to 15 minutes long. Our aim is to bring you the latest from the world of short films as we take our cameras out and about and meet filmmakers, attend festivals, preview new films, review the latest equipment and lots more. You can watch these podcasts directly on our site as a high-quality stream, or you can download them on your computer for free to watch later. Now, take a look at this.
Do you ever wake up in the morning feeling slightly stale? As though your eyes are slightly glued together, your back's a little stiff and you need a good stretch? Well, why not try Forman Industries' new Rosemary Shower Gel? Rosemary wakes you up the first...
This week in the Forman bookshop, we have 50% off
That was a clip from Max Hochrad's film The Cost of Living, which is our film of the month for November. And in our next podcast, I'll be talking with Max about his film and why he chose a woman to play the lead. But now I'd like to introduce Richard Harris, the man behind MiShorts. Welcome, Richard.
Hi there.
Hey, it's lovely to have you.
Thank you very much.
MiShorts headquarters.
Yes,
Pretty impressive.
It is pretty impressive. It cost us hundreds of thousands of pounds, which we don't have.
It's great. It's great to have you here. So tell us a bit about MiShorts.
Well, MiShorts has been around as an idea for about 2 years now, and it grew out of the final cut screenings that I used to organise in Brighton, or have been organising for the last 5 years. And it's a response mainly to the fact that it's very, very hard in this country, and in most countries, for independent filmmakers, mostly short filmmakers, to get their work before an audience, to get it seen at all, especially on television. So we thought with MiShorts we would create something that would give filmmakers an opportunity to have their work be seen by a global audience. We've had a lot of support from the UK Film Council and also from the Technology Strategy Board, and we've finally got there. We're ready for this beta test.
So what is it and how does it work?
It's essentially a download service. We have a library of films. We're hoping to have 1,000 films in our library when we launch, and by the end of the first year of being in operation, we're hoping to have a library of about 5,000 films. And what will happen is that people will come to our website, they'll become a MiShorts member, they'll get a login and a password to use, and then they can search through the library and download any of the films they want. They have to pay for this, of course, but it's a very, very small charge. It's for an up to 20-minute film. The most you're going to pay is £1.50, and these are all downloaded at DVD quality. And from the filmmakers, and it's really set up to help filmmakers, because as a filmmaker myself, I know how hard it is for filmmakers to get their work before an audience. For filmmakers, we have developed some special software that will enable them to upload their films directly to our servers, and those films will then be automatically converted into 4 different formats for downloading by people who are buying our films, and they can download them to view on any single player at very, very good quality, from a computer or a television right down to a mobile phone.
Fantastic, Richard. So why should people use MiShorts?
Because we'll be the best. There are a few other download services for short films in existence, but none of them they're not very big, and they don't have a very large libraries. But we'll have a very large library. We're developing contacts with large organisations. We're speaking to the BFI, we're speaking to the UK Film Council, We have support from VODocs and from various distribution companies, and we're going to be putting together a very, very large library of films. And of course, there'll be the individual filmmakers who'll be uploading their films directly to our servers from all over the world, not just from the UK. We're targeting the whole world for this.
That's fantastic, Richard. So MiShorts is another platform for filmmakers to kind of get their work out there.
It is. MiShorts really is the next level above Final Cut. During Final Cut, we offered our filmmakers a streaming service that was a bit clunky, to be honest with you, but it worked. And that was an opportunity to get their work out onto the internet and to be seen by a larger audience. MiShorts is a much more sophisticated version of that. We've got software and technology now which is available to us, which we couldn't even dream of 4 years ago, which means that we can now provide really high quality streams, very, very good quality DVD downloads or DVD quality downloads that can be played on just about every viewer you can think of.
So I take it you've seen a lot of short films in your time, Richard. Is there a favourite that sticks out?
Yeah, there's one film that really does stick out because it sums up the whole dilemma of filmmaking, whether in feature films or short films or whatever. It's a drama most of the time, even when it's a comedy. And it's hard work, and it's a thankless task. But there's one film, and it's called
So You Want to Make It in the Film Business. Oh, hokey dokey. First, you're going to need one of these. This guy's a writer, a hack, a genius, an idiot savant, whatever. He does smart stuff with words, real joined-up pieces of work. It's called a script. So keep out of this guy's face for 6 weeks. Keep him watered and fed, and he'll come up with a first draft script you can run with. Now you're going to need one of these. This is what passes out there as a producer. This guy is going to kick your ass, your mother's ass, and a whole bunch of other asses in between to get the script that this guy has just turned into production. It's now time to meet this guy. This is a hot-to-trot, bona fide, sack-of-shit film director. Just throw a stick out your door and you'll hit one. So try and get one with a track record and an ego at least half the size of this guy's. By the way, right about now, this guy already hates this guy with a passion. He wants rewrites, additional scenes. He is fucking big time with this guy's head, his baby, his concept, his whole story arc, for Christ's sake. All this falderall now allows this guy to start loving this guy that little bit more. All because he has alienated this guy. So now we just have this guy and this guy who are just about to kick each other out of the marital bed. Say hello to this guy. This is the new writer, brought in by this guy to rewrite and polish what this guy refused to change, what this guy refused to shoot, until this guy rewrote it. This guy agreed, fired this guy, hired this guy, who did the rewrites, which this guy shot, which brings us on to the next situation. Right after screening rushes this morning, this guy and this guy both stood up and said they thought it smelled as sweet as Claudia Schiffer's.
Not an easy life, huh? Richard, you've been a filmmaker. How did you get into the business?
Well, I became a filmmaker quite late in life, actually. I was 40 when I went to film school in Australia. In fact, I was the oldest person they'd ever had on the course. And I'd made this particular little short film that they really liked, and so they had me on it. And also the lecturer who was interviewing me, we both had the same favourite feature film, which of course was Blade Runner, because we all liked that film.
Everyone loves Blade Runner. Yeah. But you made a major documentary, didn't you?
Yeah, I was one of the lucky ones, fresh out of film school in Australia, and I had a feature-length documentary on Australian TV, which was my sort of one and only success, really. It was downhill from there. I assumed wrongly that you'd be judged on your past performance, but you're not. You're judged on the next best idea. And if you don't have a good idea or an idea they like, then that's it. But I have been very busy as a filmmaker. I've mostly short films, mostly self-funded, and I think probably I've made about 15 or 20 films altogether, including my latest oeuvre, which is called Ting-a-ling-a-ling. And I'm not going to tell you what's in it or anything, except it's dead scary.
Is it really called Ting-a-ling-a-ling?
Yes, it is.
Richard, well, best of luck with MiShorts. I know it's going to be a huge success. And thank you for joining us here today.
Thanks very much.
Well, as Richard has mentioned, he's just finished his new film. It's an ultra-short horror set in the Victorian times. And in the next podcast, I'll be showing that to you. Until then, from me and my guest Richard Harris, I'll say goodbye. And I'm going to leave you with this. See you next time.